Hello everybody in the FullDome world who's watching the second day of the Jena FullDome Streaming Festival. This is the beginning of day 2. We always start with the amazing introduction to people in the FullDome world in the Frameless Forum context. It's May 15th. It's a beautiful Friday. I mean, Fridays are mostly beautiful, and we don't know about the weather inside or outside because we're inside the Cyberdome. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Felix Herbst, who is the CEO of a wonderful company that is called Prefrontal Cortex. Did I get this right, Felix?
Yes, you did.
I'm so proud and happy. So this looks like there's a lot of brain in your company and in your team. Tell us what Prefrontal Cortex is doing, what it connects, how it connects to the world of immersive media and FullDome and VR. It's all yours.
Of course. Thank you for the introduction. So I'm Felix, and I'm CEO of Prefrontal Cortex, as Mickey already said. And we're an interactive experience studio in Halle in Germany. And we've been creating interesting and compelling experiences, broadly speaking, for the last couple of years, ranging from everything from museum exhibits, trade show stuff, VR experiences, and augmented reality. And over the years, we had a lot of very interesting projects that involved not only technical stuff, but also involved producing very interesting immersive content. And some of our experiences, like Symphony of Noise, have been featured by Forbes on their top 30 XR list for 2019, which we're very proud of. And we've been working with a lot of interesting and large clients, for example, with Microsoft, Facebook, and Intel on a wide range of interactive projects that kind of defy the norm. Like, we don't do movie productions, and we don't do audio productions, and we don't do websites, but interactive, three-dimensional, real-time graphics.
God, this sounds like that's the future and it's the present. Now, how long, there's 3 questions that I have. How long are you in business? How do you find your clients? And how do you find skilled members for your team to really know how to produce these amazing immersive shows?
Yeah, so we've been in business since around 2011, when we were still a group of 3 students working on all kinds of student projects, very experimental stuff. And after we finished our master's studies in multimedia and virtual reality design, we founded this company in 2015. And we were lucky to bring some clients on board and have just taken off from there. So right now we're about 15 people. And yeah, so how do we find our clients? Usually our clients find us. So we have quite a good reputation in the interactive media world, ranging from softwares that people might not know, like VVVV, which is a very interesting multimedia software that we've been using a lot, to Unity 3D and depth cameras and all kinds of interesting and complicated hardware stuff. And this is how we kind of made ourselves a name, and usually get directly approached by clients who want to do interactive experiences that are large scale, or that are for specific events and stuff like this. So it's usually very customized software for very customized use cases.
Yes, and how many are in your team, and what is your, is there a project or a development towards immersive 360 FullDome shows to where you work on?
Yes, so we're about 15 people, as I said, which is kind of split in designers and developers and project management people. But I think that one of the unique things at our company is that all the people that we have kind of speak the same language when it comes to interactive experiences. So everyone is on the same page in terms of what does it take to design something like this? What does it take to figure out good interactions for this? And how can we develop and program things like this? And while these are very different areas, we try to assemble small and powerful teams that can communicate about these things much faster than you regularly have in large companies when you have like very separate departments talking to each other and everything taking forever because of miscommunication. So we try to avoid that.
Good.
So, and the project that we did that comes the closest to a FullDome experience and where we're basically basing our interactive FullDome stuff on is a series of digital skylight experiences that we did for Intel. They have a great lobby, like an entrance hall at their headquarters in Santa Clara, California. And when they were redesigning this lobby in 2017, they approached us to create interactive experiences for a large digital skylight, which is essentially an LED cube, which is 8 by 8 by 5 meters. And you're basically standing on the bottom and you're looking up into this cube. And it's like 30 megapixels of LEDs, so it's quite a lot. And until now, we've produced 5 different experiences for that are driven by interactions of people that are moving around in that lobby and that are there day to day. Like all the 10,000 people that work in this complex are like going through this lobby every day. And so this was a very unique challenge for us in terms of figuring out how can we get this number of pixels out of an interactive system and work nice in the very specific like optical properties of this kind of cube that floats above your head. And this is actually very close to the kind of optics you have to do for FullDome experiences. So we've been using the approaches that we developed for that, which allow for pretty novel and fast real-time content generation and apply those to FullDome.
Okay, that sounds like very much down the alley of the FullDome Festival. I'm looking forward to maybe getting you to the Jena Planetarium at some time with an interactive Starlight FullDome VR super fast high definition game or whatever. I think when I listen to you and I look at your team, I mean, some we know personally from the Jena FullDome Festival, it seems like in the old days, 10 years ago, everyone was talking about the digital natives to being the digital bohemia. But it seems there's a new generation of, call them creative nerds, whom you might call the digital or the immersive natives. So these are people that in their technically skilled mind already incorporate the immersive 360 environment in their solutions for actual projects that are sold to customers and to the enjoyment of audiences. I hope you agree.
Definitely.
Oh,
so for us, that's definitely something that has transformed the way that we work. I mean, like I said, I studied multimedia and virtual reality design. That's the actual title of the bachelor and master program I did. So it had already virtual reality in the name back in 2008. So we started with this, and it's been a very interesting journey seeing like hardware and software getting on par with these kind of requirements of interactive experiences. And I have to say that I think it will transform the 360 and FullDome production industry the same way it did transform the movie industry. Because from the productions that we did in the past, there has been none which can be like described as traditional frame-by-frame rendering, which is still, of course, used a lot in movie productions, but which is piece by piece replaced by interactive approaches where you have much faster iteration times, you have the ability to jump into any part of what already looks like the final image and make adjustments together with the director. And you're able to produce content in a very much interactive and real-time way instead of the traditional long render times. And I think we're seeing the same transformation with FullDome content, which is right now the same. It's usually produced with like frame-by-frame traditional offline rendering, but technology and shaders and all the kind of new developments that there are in the world of graphics hardware have brought this to a point where it can be done in a very similar way, in an interactive way.
Great. We are all here to ride on that wave of transformation. We wish you good luck and your whole team to continue on this ride. Again, you're invited to demonstrate what you preach and suggest maybe next year in the Jena Planetarium. And I invite all the audiences to get excited about this. And I think this is your company, Prefrontal Cortex, is an example that should encourage all immersive natives to really go for what they are passionate about and create experiences, interactive, high definition, zero latency, wonderful immersive stuff. So thank you, Felix. I understand your team is producing a little bit of an image reel so we can get glimpses of what you do in this little film that will follow our conversation. Good luck to you. Thank you for your talk and your time, and hope to see you in the real dome with lots of virtual interactive experiences.
I hope so too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.